In the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Columbus Explorers and the Minnesota Vikings. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, 48 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Rowe, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Rowe, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the gun, Griffin, and this one complete to Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
50, plant.
58, come on. Danny.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Rowe, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Explorers 7.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. On the set.
45, Mike, 45. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Tight end left, tight end left. We got 4. We got
Hey, Echo.
Hey, 96.
Fine.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. Griffith. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
It's just me and
Go. Mark that.
On 4th down, Bullard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back to throw. Gibson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And the ball is knocked out. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Hey, dude.
Following the fumble recovery, Gibson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they try the right side here, and he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gibson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately,
the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Looking middle, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Gibson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Their own 46-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit.
Vikings 14. Matthew McClain set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Recon, 132, go.
Throwing on first down. Gibson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, orbit. Yes, yes.
Don't let it breathe, defense.
Mike 96. Ready to go. Snap.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bullard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
218, chop. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Going for it all. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer. That you have gets chipped away a little bit, maybe a little bit gun shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right, those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And his kick is absolutely perfect, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like
Your
that.
analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Griffith. And that will be incomplete.
Get it, baby. Boom.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw on second down. Bullard throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is good for a first down. His second grab in this NFC Championship bout. Here's Madison running on first down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Another carry now for Madison. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Bullard. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Rowe And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check 14. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McCrane on for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Next to score, Explorers 24, Vikings 21. Matthew McCrane set to kick.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibson steps away. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
90
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gibson. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of 1.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Check 43.
Ready?
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Coming tight. 4 down.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.